Hello, everyone, and welcome to the mill. Today we have a Stonemaier 2023 recap video for you.
We need that like YouTube recap music. We don't have it though. Just to be clear,
Yeah.
we don't.
All right. So Molly and I thought we would run you through some of Jamey's riddles from last year that he's gone over already, and then go over what came out for Stonemaier in 2023. So Molly, you want to pull up Jamey's riddles and get us started?
Sounds good. I'm gonna switch to screen sharing and we'll go through these. Okay, hello everyone. Here we are. I have the Secrets Revealed results of the 2023 Stonemaier Games teaser site pulled up. We're gonna go through Jamey's riddles, but we're also just gonna talk about everything that was released in 2023 because I don't think they're all on this list quite.
Pretty close.
So, yeah, the first one, a shiny addition to a current game and a shiny addition to a new game. The first one was, of course, the golden eggs.
I think we
Stonemaier
got that one
released.
last year.
Yes. You think we guessed, right?
Yeah, I think we guessed that one last year. I think he had kind of hinted
I,
that he was gonna do something with those.
I think so too, because I remember us all talking about it either in the Facebook or the Discord,
Yeah.
asking him to make them.
Hmm.
I just want to state while we're talking about them how shiny these things are. I
Yeah.
tried so hard to take a picture of them that didn't have me in the picture, and I could not do it.
Yeah.
They are real shiny. And the second one was the Ironclad edition of Expeditions, which we'll talk about, but that was cool. Expeditions had two versions. Our second one, 3 big twists on alternate histories. This is probably where I should have started off, because the first release of 2023 for Stonemaier was Tapestry Fantasies and Futures, an expansion that Carol and I both loved. It's my favorite Civs addition to the game.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of fantasy, so that was a no-brainer for me.
Me too. Anything that gives me that Terra Mystica feeling. It's really fun to play as the mermaids.
I was just thinking
Um,
about those. Yep.
but
And
yeah, sorry, I should say 3 big twists on alternate histories was Fantasies and Futures, Expeditions, and Apiary. And
yep. Expeditions
of
was
course,
definitely a twist.
yes, it was.
Not
I
what I was
heard many
expecting.
jokes about. I had heard many jokes about Scythe 2 during the years before, and especially because we knew it was an ongoing, that 1920 plus universe was ongoing, so there was always hope for more Scythe.
Yep.
But the way it was delivered was just
Yeah.
so awesome.
Was not expecting some crazy purple magical alien being like things.
No. And then, obviously, Apiary. I don't think anyone was expecting bees in space from Stonemaier, but it's been a great fit. I think the game plays wonderfully as a Stonemaier game. I've loved chatting with Connie and
It's doing
seeing her
it's doing well on
designs.
it's doing well on the content creators top tens list too. It's still
Yeah,
pretty
and I
good.
love the theme. It's so great. So
Definitely.
those are the 3 big twists. For me, all hits. I love the twists.
All right, next.
The next one was a new time to order new games and a new way to add order to a current game. These riddles are hard to say, even. The first was, of course, they had the pre-order system for Expeditions, which was new for Stonemaier. If anyone listening doesn't know, Stonemaier really likes to sell the game once it has arrived at fulfillment centers. They try not to buy into the hype and all that. They try to just have a nice, fair, steady release. But with Expeditions, they tried something new with the pre-order system because they had the 2 different versions. One was more costly, so they tried that out. And For expeditions, at least, I think it was a success. What do you think, Carol?
Yeah, the Ironclad edition, it definitely made sense. That sold quite well. I think they started another print run of that even before the first one got here. So it was definitely successful. And this is also where we got some new terminology from Stonemaier. So this they said it was a true pre-order. You pre-ordered expeditions, you did that months and months ahead of time. And now their more traditional one, like we saw with Apiary, they now say that's a launch, where they are in the warehouse or they're almost in the warehouse, and you are going to be getting that within weeks.
Yeah, I liked it. I like that they try new things too. They did that with the nesting box as well. And we've heard hints at a new way in the next new year, so we'll have to see what they're cooking for that.
The second clause of
The
that
second
one,
part,
yeah,
oh yeah, was the folded space insert for tapestry, which I purchased, and I actually really loved. I love that they managed to fit all of tapestry in the base game box with all 3 expansions. If you had asked me if it was possible before it came out, I would have said no. And it all fits. It's great.
yeah, that's nice. Yeah, my husband does 3D printing, so it wasn't something I necessarily needed because we had already kind of had something between baggies and 3D printing, but it looked really nice. It definitely worked.
Yeah, and it's nice for setup and teardown as well. Okay, next, everyone, we have the option to journey to planets, islands, Asia, and the deep underwater. And this, of course, was the numerous Rolling Realms promos released in 2023. I have them pulled up here on another site, and I'm going to try to read off all the ones that were released in 2023. You'll have to excuse me, I might get it a little off, but we really wanted to showcase how many there are. Carol and I are both avid realm collectors. We love catching them all.
Yes, which we have done.
Yes, we have. So let's see. We had Can't Stop, Fleet the Dice Game, Scoventier, Boone Lake, Praga Kaput Regni, Apiary, Potion Explosion, Underwater Cities, Hokkaido. We had the re-releases of Biddy and Walter and Parks, because they first runs had the mistakes on the coding. Then there was Sleeping Gods, Gugong, Onirim. I might pronounce some of these wrong too. This is good. Highlight, there were 2 mini expansions with risky rewards here and Beyond the Realmiverse, the solo
risky
campaign.
Reward. Yeah. Risky Rewards added kind of some bonuses you could add in to really help, especially with some of those trickier ones. And then Beyond the Realmiverse, as Maya was about to say, also has that mini solo campaign.
Which we are halfway through on the mill.
Yeah, we need to get back to that. We've only done 2 chapters.
Then there was Millennium Blades and Role Player, which I don't know if Carol and I have played those ones together yet, but both interesting puzzles. Then we have Tricarion, which is the bane of my Rolling Realms existence. I never do well on that realm. It's a tough one. Some of these are out of order a bit. I might just list them all off and show them all off to y'all, because it's kind of hard to find the exact cutoff. But I believe with Role Player also was Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Yep, those were the Gen Con releases.
Yes, then I have here, Carol, Micro Dojo, Mini Golf, Arc Nova. I feel like those are getting to the start of the year.
Yeah, we also
here we go. We have Expedition here, so that was obviously 2023. I believe actually these are all just 2023. They released quite a few in 2023.
Oh wow!
Skull Hollow, Isle of Cats, Architects.
Yeah,
so many, and so many more to come. We have
Rolling Realms Redux coming in 2024.
So that's guaranteed a whole bunch more. And that'll be a big box to hold all these delicious realms.
All right.
So that was, a pretty long tangent to say the option to journey to planets, islands, Asia, and the deep underwater was, of course, just nods to all these various Rolling Realms worlds we got to visit. Then we had new ways to see and see, which SEEC was the Wingspan vision-friendly cards they released to make Wingspan more accessible. Anyone who wanted to play these bonus packs you could get with more readable cards. And then the CSEA is the Libertalia promo pack, which actually didn't make it in 2023. And it'll be one of the ones we'll be talking about next year in 2024.
I'm super excited for that. I love Libertalia for that. Just when you have the larger player count and you want something that's a Euro and a little bit more meaty, but isn't too long still, it just really fits that well. I'm looking forward to seeing what the promo pack is.
What I love about Libertalia is I often feel guilty about take that in games, but when the game is built around it and the theme is built around it, it's fun to get into it for me, and Libertalia does that perfectly.
Yeah.
I'll steal all y'all's money.
Yeah. It's pirates and awesome gold doubloons.
Mm-hmm. And that, to note, is a promo pack, so whatever that is, it's not a full expansion. It will be maybe some more pirates, or maybe some more loot. I'm not sure, but...
I think he's brought up some ideas with those tiles before.
Yes.
So I'm curious if we're gonna get some new powers for the tiles.
And then course correction for those who love to advance ended up being the Tapestry Revised Civ Pack, which has also been pushed to 2024. And for those who don't know, we've had extensive playtesting and data collection on Board Game Arena, which has helped balance the Tapestry expansions, and they will be released with one final revision, and then Tapestry will be sealed and finished as a game, kind of like Scythe has been for a while.
Yeah, it sounds like that's pretty much it. And he also mentioned it wasn't just because kind of like they patched them initially with just like, oh, this it's these many extra points to the gain of the game, and it sounds like some of these I think got decent reworkings. So I'm curious to see what the final product is.
Yeah, some of them weren't just balancing. It was to make them more fun to play as.
Oh.
When they noticed people weren't picking them for various reasons, even if they were winning as them.
All right.
So I feel like I prattled off all the clues there, but there's a few Stonemaier releases I didn't get to. Did you want to bring some of those up, Carol?
All right, so what I'm going to do, I'll just kind of go through the list here, and we can spend some more time then on ones that we didn't mention as much because they weren't part of the hints. But last year we started off with, as we've already talked about, Fantasy and Futures, the expansion for Tapestry. We also interviewed one of the designers early last year, if you were curious to kind of see one of their perspectives. And then we also had the Tapestry insert at that point. After that came Expeditions with the Ironclad Edition and the Standard Edition. There were also new Scythe metal coins, so just for the 1920s universe, so for Scythe or Expeditions, because people noticed the fives were really too close to one of the other coins, so now they're more of a redder tone. So there was kind of a new batch of Scythe 1920s coins that came out at the same time. And then we also got kind of a Gen Con surprise. We got the playmat for Expeditions, which I was lucky enough to pick up at Gen Con, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's huge. I can use it as like a shoulder blanket.
It's so nice. It's too big for my table. So.
Yep, but that was a fun one. Also, in there, that's also when we got Risky Rewards and Beyond the Realmiverse, which were more of the expansions for Rolling Realms versus just regular promo packs. And then after that, we had kind of a combination. This fall, we got the golden eggs for Wingspan that went with the charity auction, which if they didn't run out, there's still some on the Stonemaier store, I think. We also
I know
got,
the Canada store was a little low last time I looked.
okay. And like I wasn't sure if they actually sold out of them. And then the year also ended with the fan art wingspan pack, which was a compilation of, gosh, what was it, close to 300 birds? Something?
255, I believe.
Yeah, significant amount of birds from the base game and any expansions that are already out that fans recreated art. We took a closer look on the mill. I want to say it was in November with that too, if you want to kind of look or hear about some more of those. But that was a really fun treat towards the end of the year. And then apiary, which we also got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to interview Connie earlier in the year, and we also interviewed Carell and Ryan, who worked with Beyond the Realm of, not Beyond the Realm of Verse, with the other one, Risky Rewards. There we go. So we got to interview quite a few designers this year, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, I gotta say one of the huge pluses of the mill has been that we get to just chat with the new designers and really learn a lot from them and genuinely make new friends. It's really been cool. Really been a good year.
I I think that wraps up Stonemaier. Naturally, everyone's curious already for what's coming in 2024. Jamey has promised us more riddles. Well, it sounds like he might try to make them a little harder. I guess we were told that we did pretty well guessing last year. So I'm curious what he has in store.
Yeah, I wonder if you can make them hard enough to trick the Discord.
Yeah, the Discord is definitely sharp. And speaking of
we got
that, there's been talk because on the Discord, people watch all sorts of videos, and we've mentioned Cass before, who is very involved with Wingspan, and they brought up that Jamey did an interview with Behind the Board. Jamey likes to do a lot of interviews.
Yeah, I believe what was hinted at was exploring the core mechanisms of Wingspan, but in a game that may not necessarily be based around birds. So let that get your imagination going. It sure has gotten mine going.
Yeah, there's been a lot of jokes on Discord with that one. Also, Jamey also mentioned potential promo packs for Wingspan, so I'm kind of curious where that's could go too. So yeah.
That's a often heard about thing where I've seen people hoping for extinct birds or mythical birds.
Yeah.
All of which I would love.
Oh yes. So yeah, I think that kind of wraps up 2023 and kind of gives a glimpse of maybe 2024 and beyond for Stonemaier games.
Yeah, and we should say this is going to be our last video of 2023. So we would like to thank y'all for watching The Mill. Carol and I have really enjoyed joining it, learning how to film, finding our place, and just getting into the groove. And we'll see you all in the new year.
Yeah, so we have holidays coming up. Happy holidays, and hope you're having a great time at the gaming tables.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.